Hollywood is dying, but you can save it. These are the headlines in the news right now. Physical media is getting dropped at big box stores. Fully made films are being canceled or sold off. Streaming platforms are working together in an attempt to survive. These stories show us the landscape of a dying movie industry that we all love called Hollywood. If you could do just one thing to save the entire movie industry, would you do it? What if it was super easy and it didn't cost you any money? Because no, I'm not talking about just buying movie theater tickets or Blu-rays or DVDs. This one thing will be way more effective than throwing any money at Disney, Warner Brothers, or even Regal Cinemas. To be honest, Hollywood is doomed without you. So why is the film industry dying? Movies are having a tough time lately for just a bunch of reasons. But one of the biggest reasons is that making movies costs a ton of money. Like more than launching a rocket into outer space. Seriously, SpaceX launched the Falcon 9 into outer space for $67 million. The Marvels cost $220 million to make. And they just fake space in that movie. It's all a green screen. Streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus are taking over, so fewer people are even going to the movies. And piracy is a big issue too. People are stealing movies online. Short attention spans and social media are making it harder for movies to keep our interest. Home theaters with cool technology like OLED TVs are making movies seem less exciting at the theater. Some movies are just not good and it takes too long to make them. Labor issues, environmental problems, expensive movie tickets make things even more complicated. The COVID-19 pandemic was like a punch to the gut for the movie industry, making everything even worse. So yeah, movies are going through a tough time and they need to figure things out. Look, what it all boils down to is that Hollywood and the entire film industry completely relies on you. Yeah, you, the one on the other side of the screen. You have an important job to do. You are the viewer. Without you, there is no money. There's no reason to tell a story and there's no Hollywood. Without you, Sonic looks like this. Remember that little ditty? Without you, we don't get accurate representation in films. Without you, we don't get sequels or blockbusters or YouTube channels about movies that are just so awesome, you know, like this one. Hollywood relies on you, and this is not just for movie ticket sales, merch purchases, or you as an amusement park customer with Mickey ears. What they really rely on are your eyes and your opinions. I don't think most people understand how important the viewer is in the filmmaking process. These big studios, they use focus groups, and if they don't do well, they could scrap an entire film. Studios even release rumors online themselves to see what public opinion might be on a certain idea. Marvel does it all the time. So if they care so much about the viewer, what is the one thing that we can all do to make a greater impact on the world of cinema? Well, it's actually pretty easy. Watch movies of a diverse nature. Diversifying the movies you watch is like opening a treasure chest of storytelling wonders. Sure, we have the latest Marvel blockbusters or action-packed extravaganzas. They may be a blast, but there's a whole universe beyond those films that cost $200 million to make. If we take a detour into more artistic and thought-provoking films, like Killers of the Flower Moon or gems from studios like A24, they offer a different flavor. They inspire, they teach, they take risks. They deliver content that's refreshingly different, and they won an Oscar for it. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a very weird movie, but I loved it. We need these diverse stories and unique ideas to make our movie experiences richer and more meaningful. So why not just balance that Marvel marathon you've been watching with a cinematic journey into the unexpected? If they see that more people go to these creative films, they make these creative films. And they don't just try to get the best CGI that they can get or the worst CGI that they can get. You see, movies are not just about making money. They're like the heartbeat of our culture. They tell stories that reflect who we are and what we care about. When life gets too real, movies give us a break. So what if we celebrate the movies that don't cost too much money to make, but instead stir our souls and make us rethink things in our life? You know, there was a time when money wasn't all Hollywood cared about. They wanted to make fun and unique stories. And you know what? Some of the movies from the past may not have ever seen the light of day if they were made today. If studios judge them just on their plot lines, imagine today trying to pitch Groundhog Day, a guy who just relives the same day over and over. Or Forrest Gump, a simple man's incredible journey through historical events. These are cult classics. and they would probably not have been made today because they're not high concept, flashy ideas. Even The Shawshank Redemption might have struggled with a tagline like, "A man spends years trying to escape from prison." It just goes to show that some of the most beloved films had premises that on paper might have sounded like a hard sell. But these movies ended up becoming timeless masterpieces. Like, can you imagine a story about a kid just sitting at home alone being greenlit by a Hollywood studio today? It almost didn't even make it back in the 90s when it was made. But the world is just such a huge fan of Kevin McAllister's story. So next time you're scrolling through your watch list or at your theater, throw in a couple of those offbeat, unexpected films. You might stumble upon something that hits you right in the feels and makes you see the world in a new way. And that's just gonna make filmmakers and Hollywood want to make more films like it. Go watch an A24 film or an independent feature or a foreign movie. Trust me, it is worth it. The thing is everything I just told you is completely useless if the movie theater industry fails. If you want to know why I think the movie theater industry is about to fail, that video is here. We'll see you guys next time.